Greetings everyone and welcome back to Kadic Reviews. And this one is going to be weird. Now I will state this that the original intent was to do this for the July 4th holiday. But it skipped my mind. But anyway, you know I'm not big into horror movies. Not really. I've only done 2 horror movies in the span of doing this crazy review show. Silent Hill and its sequel, Revelations. Well, now it's got some company in the form of one of the craziest but most intriguing ideas. The Purge. Yes, as of July 4th, the 4th installment of the movie hit the theaters like a train. But we're here to discuss my feelings on the first one. The one that, based upon my research of how people feel about it, is the weakest of the set of 4. And I can see why. Now, for those that don't know, and it's hard not to know because it's one of the most intriguing ideas, The Purge takes place in an alternate America in 2022. In this year, a group known as the New Founding Fathers has enlisted a holiday unlike any other. For 12 hours, any and all crime is legal, outside of the fact that you can't kill elected officials. Now, spoiler warning for the later films, that little note is dropped around the 3rd movie in this series. But for those 12 hours, everything that you could ever imagine lewd doing is legal. There's no medical help, no fire, and no police coming. You are completely on your own until 7 o'clock the next day. Now, the first movie starts, oddly, with a montage of Purge Day video, all of them strangely showing a lot of murder, gang violence, and just otherwise bloody affair. Our main character is a security salesman that makes money off of the Purge itself, selling security systems to the upper class and to those that can afford it to survive the night. He loves what the Purge does, and his family is pretty much assured that they will be safe. And it looks that way. Outside of a introverted, non-social son and a daughter who is going for the troublemaking guy, horror movie tropes, everything is perfectly fine. That is until slightly after the Purge officially begins, a homeless black man is looking for salvation. The family unwittingly takes him in unannounced to who he actually is, much to the mother's approval. See, she doesn't like all this violence that goes on during the Purge. But unfortunately, the Purge is about to come to her front door door when a group of maniacal purgers comes knocking on the door, led by a very charismatic leader. He wants the black dude. And for the first bit of the movie, he's actually pretty civil about it. But unfortunately, come the middle end, the civilities end, and the murderous, purged intent group storms into the house looking for the man. And it's all hands on deck, all bit of survival to the end. Unfortunately, our other main character dies in the effort. And it seems that our black guy has more going on than what the movie assumes for the later sequels. And the mother gets exactly what she wants. Peace near the end, but not without plenty of bullets, brain spattering, and murder. For a movie that has such a high concept, politically fueled, and somewhat of a social status idea, at least the first in these movies, drops the ball on it extremely. Instead, focusing on a small scale, one building, one area affair, relying on jump scares, dark colors, and of course the murderous imagery to drive the whole film home. But sadly, the writing isn't good enough to drive home the point of all this. It isn't until the later movies, which we will review here one by one someday soon, allude to the deeper political and social context behind the Purge. Here, it's just played for undertone and simile. Poor, rich, really rich, and of course, partial on the racial lines of things. These movies can get really, really controversial and really tense. Not only just because of the action you see in it, but because of the subject matter. Out of all four of the films, this one is the least tentative of it. And the one that you probably won't remember that much. This movie is just to establish the bloodshed and what the holiday is. It's not really to establish what the world is. The world isn't really established until Anarchy, which is a mixed bag in my opinion. But for introducing a good idea with some thought and some pretty good action scenes, and yes, the villain is good at his job being charismatically creepy, and some of the visuals are nice to look at. The Purge is not a terrible movie for the first attempt if you're willing to suspend some disbelief and just buy into the closed door tension of the matter. But taking advantage of the broader idea is sorely missed here, and that's what drives the film down. Unfortunately, we here at Kadic only can give The Purge a 4 out of 10. A missed opportunity to be sure. A great horror movie with great tension and action scenes, it just doesn't hold up to the strength of its idea, even with a charismatic villain. Hopefully, Anarchy will make me more pleased. And if you want that review very quickly, let me know in the comment section below. If there's enough requests for it, I will most certainly do it as quick as possible. Otherwise, this is hopefully going to become a July 4th tradition here. After all, we don't have any more Independence Day movies left. Just remember all the good that the Purge does. Or you can at least find peace in your own nirvana. See you next time.